Hey, how's it going? It's Dr. Allin here at Evolve Chiropractic in Woodstock. We're going to be talking about some vitamins and minerals, and today our special one is going to be magnesium. So magnesium is probably one of the most important minerals in the body. Unfortunately, most of the population is either subclinically deficient or deficient. Subclinically meaning like you can take a blood test and it won't show up as deficient. It might look a little bit on the lower end of like the normal range. But even people in those parameters, even if it's a little bit on the lower end, sometimes you can have symptomology like mood disruptions, like depression, anxiety, sleep disruptions, gastrointestinal problems, constipation, diarrhea. All that fun stuff can happen if we don't have enough of this in our diets. As far as foods, where you can find this, typically dark green leafy vegetables like your spinach, your kale, all that delicious stuff, in your beans as well. So different foods can have certain levels of magnesium. But what we're going to talk about today are different ways to supplement magnesium, because typically the way that our food supply is going, most of the magnesium has been stripped from our soil, and our foods are not as rich in this mineral as they once used to be. So these are the most commonly used forms of magnesium. The most common that I typically see is going to be citrate. So magnesium citrate, that's the one you can buy in most bottles that you find in like the grocery store, supermarket, even like your CVS or anything like that. It's the cheapest form that's made, and it acts as a bit of a laxative effect. So this one, if you take too much, you'll know pretty quickly because you'll be running to the bathroom quite often. So it's a stool softener. Some people use it to help with relaxation and sleep, but studies have shown that different forms of magnesium have a better result on more musculoskeletal health, cardiovascular health. This one's good for pretty much just cleaning out, making your stools more regular. Moving down to the next one, magnesium glycinate. So this is a highly absorbable form of magnesium, much more so than magnesium citrate, meaning that your body is able to break it down and bring it in and utilize it. This one's best for if you're having issues with like muscle spasms or muscle aches and pains or recovery after workouts, things like that. The glycinate is probably your best bet as far as what you would want to supplement with. Going down the chain here, we got magnesium chloride. So this is in an oil form. Most commonly, this is going to be used topically. So this gets absorbed through the pores of our skin and can actually go right into our bloodstream and into your muscles. So commonly this is used for athletes or people that have digestive issues. If they're not able to break down magnesium, you're not able to swallow pills. This is a great alternative. It comes in an oil form. Sometimes it can be a little sticky, turns a little chalky. So it can be a little bit messy to work with. But ultimately, if you're having muscle aches and pains, this is really good for that. Can also help with boosting energy levels and helping with recovery from workouts as well. Moving down, we got sulfate, magnesium sulfate. This is also known as your Epsom salts. Good for soaking in a warm tub. What I like to tell patients, if you have like delayed onset muscle soreness from working out, or say you're going through your rehab process and you have some chronic sprain strain issues, Epsom salts are a great addition to your recovery program. Best to put in like 2 cups of Epsom salts into a nice lukewarm bath. You don't want it to be super hot, but you want to be nice and warm just to allow the muscles to relax. And you do that for about 10 to 15 minutes. Best done right before bedtime. This is not one that's typically taken internally, so mix it into some water. You could also do hot compresses. So if you do mix a concentrate into water, you can soak a towel in there, fold the towel up and place it right on the sore area if you're not one to kind of like get into bathtubs and that kind of stuff. Moving on down the line, we got magnesium threonate. This is the one that's kind of caught a lot of buzz recently. A lot more research has been done on this within the past 5 years or so, where they're looking at cognitive health. So that means issues with brain fog, memory retention, but also sleep. So one study showed that if you combine magnesium threonate with another amino acid called L-theanine, you increase your sleep pattern. So it helps you get to sleep and stay asleep. So a lot of you people out there that are tossing and turning in the middle of the night, this would be a very good product to look into. Again, like most of these are relatively cheap, but this is a very good one to help with sleep patterns and also mental cognitive function. The last one we're going to look at today is magnesium orotate. Now this is commonly used for cardiovascular health. If people have issues with arrhythmias or different dysfunctions of the heart or cardiovascular system, high blood pressure, things like that, magnesium orotate would be a great option to look at. So again, there's a lot of different forms here, and what you can probably recognize at this point that each one has a strength and a weakness. So again, if you're dealing with more muscle aches, pains, look at orally using glycinate, or even topically the chloride or the Epsom salt baths, the sulfates. If you're dealing more with like sleep problems, threonate would be the best way to go. Cardiovascular, blood pressure, orotate, and then citrates more for GI disruptions, just trying to make your bowel movements more regular. Hopefully this helps out. As far as dosages are concerned, you're looking at anywhere from 300 to 400 milligrams at nighttime, and that's for adults. Kids would be about half of that. So if you have questions, let me know. Feel free to reach me here at the office. Be safe, have fun, get at it. Don't take too much of this one. Be careful. I'll see you soon.